Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. Have you ever considered opening a Twitch account? Yes. Have you created it? No. Well, why not? Just do it. 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 Shut up. It's not that easy. Trust me, it's not as easy as it seems. Today I'll be talking about 5 things that have prevented me from starting on Twitch. If you have encountered the same struggles, hopefully by the end of the video you'll be able to figure out some solutions that could put you on the right track to start your own channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris. I'm just a guy with a regular 9-to-5 desk job with a real passion towards gaming, and I want to share that passion with you. You can also find me on Twitch. I stream every Tuesday and Friday. If you're interested, come by and say hi or just chill with some half-decent gameplay. Now let's get started with the video. Number 1. Having a webcam. This is pretty self-explanatory. I didn't have a webcam and I needed one. This might have been the worst time to buy a webcam because due to the coronavirus, literally every webcam on the planet has been bought, and whatever was left, the price point was like triple. So I guess you're wondering, why would I need a webcam? Obviously I wanted to stream my gameplay, but I also wanted to stream my awesome face.
Oi!
What?
Nobody wants to see your face.
What do you mean? Of course they want to see me.
But you be ugly.
Oh. Okay. No, but seriously now, I have tried before just streaming my gameplay and nothing else, and had little to no success, just because there are thousands of other players that do basically the same thing, and you don't stand out with anything. You have to bring something new to the table. Why would anyone just watch your gameplay instead of other players' gameplay? Especially if you're not that good at that game. You have to bring something new to the table, which is your face. Now, I've seen other streamers that have succeeded without sharing their face and having no webcam whatsoever, but they have succeeded despite of it, not because of it. They are the exception. They should not be a role model. People who come, at least for new joiners, they most likely come for you, not really the gameplay, because they have seen the same gameplay on other streamers, unless it's like a really new game, but then again all the other streamers do the same. And if you're focusing on gameplay, you either have to be godlike at that game or just really good at it, otherwise people would just leave. Most of them just want to have a good time and chill while they're watching some gameplay. Others just want to see what faces you make or what reactions you have when something scary happens, or how you react to certain situations. The second thing would be time. As I've mentioned, I work a 9-to-5 job, and that basically takes up most of my time during the day. And by the time I come home, I just want to sleep, I want to have fun, or just binge watch some TV series. During my free time, I think about the next working day, and by the time the weekend comes, I'm supposed to have fun, but I'm just thinking, wait, the weekend is so short and work is gonna come again starting Monday. That's why we hate Mondays, just because it's the transition from Sunday. So it was this constant thinking about work and not accepting it as part of my schedule, but I like gaming very much and I wanted to play. And surely I was able to just have a couple of hours free just for that, so I had to start from somewhere. So I said to myself, work time should be work time. Whatever comes after, it's me time, or whatever, my time. Hard stop, nothing else. Work, be gone. The rest is time to do whatever I please, whether it's gaming, reading, or anything else, really, as long as it's not work. If I can dedicate 8 hours a day, not including transportation, especially nowadays, to a business or to someone else, surely I can dedicate a few hours, just a few hours, to myself. The more the merrier, but it's always good to start small. And so I did. As soon as 5 hit the clock, I would close my laptop and try to ignore that I even had a job in the first place. That way, I was able to focus on the things that I wanted to do. So I started doing some research on what Twitch was, or what streaming was all about, and what equipment you needed, and all sorts of stuff. And the more time I spent researching, the more I had this feeling inside me, which was kind of weird. And that's point number 3. Would gaming become just another job? After doing some research, I found out that there are a lot of things that needed to take into consideration, and those are OBS, overlays, alerts, panels, chatbot, transitions, scenes. Oh, what are these things? Is it that hard? That's what she said. Is this going to become just another job and reach a point where I would hate it, or not necessarily hate it, but just thinking of it like I have to play instead of I want to play? That's a feeling you don't want to have, especially as a passionate gamer. These were some serious questions that I had to answer, because to me, that is a deal breaker. I don't want to hate gaming. I don't want to hate anything, especially gaming. And this actually reminded me of my years back in uni, where all I did was basically play, well, go to classes, of course, but the rest of the time, which was most of the time, gaming. And I remember my roommate, they actually just sat next to me and watched my atrocious gameplay and had the laugh of their life. And that to me was really, really nice. And then I thought to myself, I actually enjoy people watching me play, even if my gameplay is not that good. It's the full experience of the game. Like, I'm playing the game and also sharing that experience with someone else at the same time. That to me was a pretty good boost of confidence that this is what I wanted to do. Now, in terms of gaming becoming a second job, the difference is you make the rules. Sure, there are some things that you need to prepare first and stick to a schedule and interact with your audience and yada yada. But ultimately, you decide when to stream, you decide what to stream, you decide how much you want to stream. It's all you. And to be honest, that doesn't sound like a job I would hate. Number 4, no place for us little ones. I think this is the oldest thought in the history of streaming. What do I have to offer that others don't do already? Am I that special? Why even bother? Sure, it can be a little intimidating to see all those huge streamers that are light years ahead of you and you're barely just starting. Like, what are the odds of you reaching those heights? I had all these questions in mind, all of them good to be honest, but none of them with answer. I started to become discouraged again and again, and I felt like in an endless pit where as soon as I found some motivation to go forward, something else would come up and drag me down and make me quit before even starting. Pretty depressing if you ask me. And then I started thinking from a different perspective. Like, let's say I wanted to go to Twitch and just have a good time. Let's say I wanted to go and watch Dead Space. Hint. I would go and search for Dead Space, obviously. But would I wanted to search the big streamers or small streamers? Let's say what I get from both of them. Big streamers. The interaction with that streamer is going to be limited just because they already have a big audience. And for you to actually interact with that specific streamer, you would have a really hard time, because even if you comment something in the chat, your comment would be pushed upwards in a matter of seconds and it would get lost. And it's a really high chance that your comment is going to be ignored. That's the reality ultimately. But what about the small streamer? They don't have a big audience. You would definitely have a bigger chance of interacting with that streamer if you like that person. So you go to that channel, nobody's chatting, and the gameplay is not that bad. If the streamer is chatting in an open manner, you have a really big chance interacting with that streamer and share the full experience of the game, just the two of you. Even if it's just the two of you, it's more than enough to have a blast. As I said, it's always good to start small, but think big. All of the big streamers started somewhere. They all started small. None of them had 1,000 viewers on their first stream, on their second stream, or even the 10th stream. They had months, even years of persistent streaming and improving themselves. And that's why they got a big audience in the first place. So my little streamers out there, myself included, don't get discouraged. There's always a place for you. And the last thing that prevented me, which is yet another mental block, being afraid to show up in the world. What does that mean? It means you to be embarrassed in front of your friends, your parents, or your acquaintances, being afraid to be judged. Like, what are they gonna think about me? I'm not that good of a streamer. They're just gonna laugh at me and troll me and make bad jokes of me, and I don't want that. And this is a fear that most of us go through at some point, sooner or later, when starting a stream channel. But believe it or not, you would be surprised to see how supportive your friends actually are. I mean, Think about it. If a friend of yours started a Twitch channel, wouldn't you just be curious to see how their gameplay is? You would have another chance to interact with that player and have a good time together. I know I would. And that's the same thing that I had. I also thought that my friends are gonna mock me and make bad jokes and whatnot, but that wasn't true at all. All of them were supportive and I had a really good time talking to them. They also provided feedback of what went good, what went wrong, how I should improve my stream in order to be better. And also you could find out things that you wouldn't even think about, like how to talk, what to talk about, what equipment you should buy, and all sorts of advice that would just help you. So trust me, just start it. It's gonna be fine. Most of your friends, if not all of them, are gonna support you no matter what. Okay guys, that's it for today. Those were my 5 things that prevented me from starting a Twitch channel. I also want to know what prevents you from starting a Twitch channel. It might not be any of the reasons that I've mentioned, but do let me in the comment section below what prevented you, what are your mental blocks, if any, or whatever else that's blocking you from starting a Twitch channel. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this lovely face, then make sure to subscribe. Until next time, peace.